Hello, Lucas Nation fans. Welcome back to another exciting Lucas Chat podcast with your host, Kennedy Lucas. And I am so excited because this show today will start our season 2 of the Lucas Chat podcast. Yes, we finally made it down to season 2, and we have a lot, and I do mean a lot of things happening here at K.L.P Studios. Like, we have a lot of good things coming up for, in the near future, we have a lot of things coming up, guys. Now, K.L.P Studios have decided to go with, and we're still on YouTube. Don't you guys, YouTubers, worry so much about it because YouTube is where K.L.P Studios was born. But we are expanding our horizons out a little bit, guys. We are available on www.dailymotion.com. Now, Dailymotion is another type of YouTube site where you get to share your videos and you get to express yourself out more. We're there. You go to dailymotion.com, guys. You type in Kennedy Lucas, and I'm number 3 on the search box. If you type that in, just go in there, type in Kennedy Lucas, and I'm number 3. Trying to get number 1 for the search box. Those are very hard to come by. I know it's very hard for me to come by when I was doing it for YouTube, so for it to come by on Dailymotion, that's a new site for me. It's going to be kind of difficult, but you know, we're there. And we're on Vimeo. Vimeo is another another type of YouTube website. You can go on there, you can share your videos and stuff and whatnot. The same name, Kennedy Lucas, you type that in, you'll see me there. And I'm also on another website. This other website is tvplayvideos.com. Repeat again, tvplayvideos.com. You type in Kennedy Lucas, and it loads up your previous, more videos that's been out there, and it uploads the new videos. Like, I know I did see the Angel Beats podcast show that's on that website. So yes, we are on 3 different websites. Very, very excited, guys. Very exciting. So I hope you guys, please again, welcome to season 2 of the Lucas Chat podcast. Now, I know this might be a long intro for you guys. We're going to get on with the podcast, but I wanted to be sure again, I did say it on the weekend vlog, but on the Lucas Chat podcast today, I wanted to say that yes, we are going to be taking a week off. I know it's kind of a bad timing for me a little bit now that I have other websites that I'm on. I'm on other websites and of course my personal websites and YouTube. But I have to take a week off with the next weekend because again, I'm going to college and I got to get moved into my dorm room. I got to get things situated, and then that next Monday I have classes. So please bear with me on that. But that next weekend of the 21st of August, we're going to be returning back with awesome podcasts and awesome videos for Daily Motion, for YouTube, for TV Play videos, and for Vimeo and all my other social media accounts. But as for today, guys, we are going to continue on with this podcast because we're going to talk about the hit movie, #1 movie in America, No Good Deed. Now, No Good Deed is a very, very awesome movie to really get into. Now, this movie didn't take a lot of. It was out for trailers. You've seen trailers about it, but it wasn't that number one hit movie. Well, it was number one in America, but no one really talked about it as much. So I wanted to talk about it here on the Lucas Chat podcast. Now, No Good Deed is a very, very awesome movie. It stars Idris Elba and Taraji P. Henson. Taraji P. Henson, you guys know Cookie Lion from Empire. I love Cookie. Very, very awesome. And Idris Elba, his newest movie that I've seen, his recent movie, has to be Mandela. That's his newest movie that I've seen him in previously. Now, this movie was released September 12th, 2014. For the USA, of course, and the DVD release was January 6, 2015. So, a couple of months ago, that movie was released out for DVD. Of course, guys, you can watch it now on Google Play for $10, Amazon for $10, YouTube for $10, and Google Play Movies and TV service for $10. So, you guys can get in there. You have $10. You can buy the movie. You can have it in your on your phone or on your Amazon account or on your YouTube account. You guys can rent it out and buy it, and you guys can watch it. Now, I'm just going to read so much, and I'm getting word here to read stuff, but I like to tell you guys what I've seen in the movie. So, it all starts off with Idris Elba's character. He goes around, he comes out of jail. Colin Evans is his character name. So, Colin Evans, Idris Elba, tries to get released from jail, and he has his parole hearing. He didn't make his parole hearing because he wanted to do great things in life, but he didn't meet his parole hearing, and they were sentencing him 5 more years back in prison. So on the way back to prison, the security guard and him were kind of, don't want to say close, but they were friends. They kind of talked to each other, so more or less he wanted to get out of jail. He don't want to go back to jail. So he kills the security guard that was with him and the other security guard that was driving the little van, cop car van truck, I guess. Kills them, and he's escaped. Now he goes and find a car, just a car he can bust into and get, and he was driving to his ex-fiance's house. Now, again, before Idris Elba, Colin Evans, goes back, went to jail, he had a fiance. Of course, his fiance was cheating on Idris Elba for another man, and I do know that other man, but I'm gonna tell you guys that in a minute. And again, before I move on, guys, this might have a little bit of spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie, please don't watch the podcast if you haven't seen the movie. If you like spoilers, then continue watching. So, continuing back, he comes out, he goes to the ex-fiance's house, and, fiance was cheating, So Idris Elba kills her, just murders her, like manslaughter, just murders his fiance because he really, really wanted to get married, but, your ex-fiance was cheating on you, so you killed him. So, he gets a card, and it reads the address of 17 Creston Lane. Creston Lane. He goes around, he drives around, and then he got into a car accident. Wrecks his car, he has a nasty spill on his forehead. So he goes up to a house, and guess what house it was? 17 Creston Lane. The same house he found on that little mail that he found, and his fiance said, "You're beautiful," and then it was from Jeffrey. Let's see, Jeffrey Granger. Excuse me if I pronounced that last name. Moving more on to the story, Taraji P. Henson's character, her name is Terry Granger. Terry gets married, has 2 kids, have I forget how old the little girl was, but I know she had a toddler and a baby with her. She has a husband. Of course, his husband proclaimed that he's working, he's taking his dad to a golf trip for his birthday. So he leaves out, he says, Terry, I love you, I gotta go to work, gotta do this. It's my dad's birthday, gotta help him out with his birthday. So he leaves out for his dad's birthday, or so we assume that he is. So as the husband leaves out, Terry, she's there by herself, just taking care of her babies. It was a very stormy night in the movie too, so it was raining quite heavily in the movie. So then Colin Evans comes to Terry's house. Comes to Terry's house, and asks to use the phone. Can I borrow your phone? My car, I got into an accident. I need you to use your phone. So he calls the tow truck. And supposedly he's supposed to call the tow truck, but he really didn't. But he calls the tow truck, and then it was like, okay, it's gonna be a couple hours until we can get there. Hang tight. So then at first he was like, oh, okay, and then he returned the phone to Terry and be like, oh, thank you once again. So just being creepy, looking around inside the house. So Terry said, okay, you know what? Why don't you just come into the house? Because it's raining. We don't want you to be, you don't want to be so wet out there. Just come in, let me dry you off. You come in, have a cup of coffee, wait for the tow truck. So he comes into the truck, and she went into the kitchen. Now this is where his creepiness comes in, because he knows the address that there was some infidelity and kind of into that. So he looks around the house and start asking Terry, "Hey, you got a man? Got a boyfriend? Got a husband?" So Terry says, "Yeah, I got a husband. He's out. He's working. For his dad's birthday." So they walk around, being kind of creepy, like at first he was playing with the kids, Terry kids, and he was acting like the father of the kids, because kids, when they're small, they don't really know what's going on. So he goes around, being creepy, like, just playing around, but being kind of creepy. Had a cup of coffee, and then he was spying on Terry when she was going into a different room, changing clothes, and was trying to flirt with her at first, but she backed off because she's married. This is wrong. So then Terry's best friend Meg comes over. Um, Leslie Bibb, Meg, comes over for a girls' night, have wine, wanted to do a girls' night, and then comes over and comes in the house, have wine. It was like, it's supposed to be girls' night, but we can all share the wine. So like, kind of like a friendly gathering, having a wine. So as Taraji P. Henson's, again, I said that she has a baby with her. So the baby cries. She goes upstairs to check the baby. Then not Terry, I'm sorry, and then Colin goes out to the garage to smoke, and then Terry comes in to smoke, and then not Terry, Meg comes out there with Colin to smoke. And then they wanted to do a little bit. She wanted to do a little bit of investigating, so she started asking Colin, "Hey, is there anything going on with you and Terry? Because you guys are here by yourselves. The husband's not here. What's going on here? Is there some cheating going around?" So then, Meg was trying to get back in the house to ask Terry about what was going on, and then Colin kills Meg with a shovel, just blatantly kills her. Just kills her. So then she goes back, and she's dead. Colin goes back in the house, and then Terry comes downstairs. Taraji Henson comes downstairs and was looking around, like, "Hey, where's Meg?" And then Colin lied and said, "Oh, she had to go. She changed her mind. She's had to go somewhere." So then Terry walks over and sees her umbrella. So then she calls Terry. She calls Meg, and she's not picking up the phone because, again, she's dead. So then Idris Elba, again Colin, he acts more funny, and then was asking, "Hey, thought you said you didn't have a man, your man, you lied about your man." So then she goes, try to call Meg, and then Idris Elba goes upstairs to play with Terry's little girl. So then Terry was like, "Hey, put her down, it's bedtime, don't mess with her." So then they try to go downstairs, and then Terry hits Colin with, powder, hits Terry with powder, and then now they're acting funny. Colin's acting funny. He's acting more like a murderer now. He has a gun pulled out on her. Then as we go further on down to the movie, they goes to the Colin's ex-fiance's house to get changed, to lock him up. I don't know what Colin was doing, but then Terry looks at Colin's ex-fiance, who is dead now, she's dead. She's lying there. She's dead. And it was like, oh my God, you murderer! You killed, you killed your fiance. So then the car goes off. The alarm car goes off, and Idris Elba doesn't want to Colin doesn't want to get spotted, know anything that's going on. So then he goes up to the car to turn the car off. He told her to, stay in the house, because he's creepy. And then Taraji P. Henson sees the car, says, "You're so beautiful," by her address and her man's name, Jeffrey, the husband. So as you guys can see now, they both cheated on Idris Elba and Taraji P. Henson. Huge plot twister there. Very, very huge plot twister. I never knew that happened until it happened, until I saw it, and I'm like, whoa, damn, okay, this is what's going on now. So Idris Elba come back in the house, and Taraji P. Henson's like, oh, I know what this is. You want revenge of my husband, your husband that cheated on me, and your fiance cheated on you. So that's who you want. So then, further down the movie, there's been some tussling around between Taraji P. Henson and Idris Elba. Eventually, Taraji P. Henson's character Terry kills Colin Evans, Idris Elba's character. Kills him. He's dead. He's just dead, long dead. Then towards the end of the movie, the husband came to the house trying to help her out a little bit, and then he was like, there was nothing between Idris Elba's fiance and him. There was nothing between it. There's nothing going on. He didn't really mean anything by it. So then she was like, "Bitch, please." She's like, whatever. So she goes over to the kids and makes sure the kids are okay. And then further towards the end of the movie, she moves to a really nice house, honestly. Very nice house in Atlanta. I guess the movie's based in Atlanta, but she moves to a house in Atlanta. She's by herself. She got a babysitter, and life goes on. So as you guys can see, I tried to explain it as detailed as I could, but that movie there is very, very awesome to really get into. It's very, very more of a, I want to say a thriller. I think it might be more of a thriller. But again, the director is Sam Miller. Sam Miller, you did an awesome, fantastic job on that movie. If you're watching the podcast today, really, really love your stuff. Like No Good Deed. It was really awesome. Huge twat blister too. So please, guys, be sure to check out No Good Deeds again. You guys can buy the DVD for about $10, or you can get it on YouTube, Google Play, and Amazon and MGO, all for $10. So you guys can look at the movie, tell me what you think of the movie. Really, really awesome movie to really get into. Again, good actress, Taraji P. Henson, Cookie Lion. I prefer her more to Cookie Lion because I really do love Empire, which Empire will be starring back in September. Can't wait for that. So I hope you guys did enjoy the Lucas Chat podcast today. Please be sure to check out the weekend vlog, episode 51. Can't believe we're saying 51, but episode 51, we have a lot of kind of sad news again about me taking a week off, for college. But, we'll be back furthermore after that next weekend for more podcasts and the season 4 of the weekend vlog. Please be sure now, this is going to be a long one now. Please be sure to check out my channel on the dailymotion.com. Go to dailymotion.com, type in Kennedy Lucas. We are now on Dailymotion. We are now available for Vimeo at Kennedy Lucas, and of course on tvplayvideos.com at Kennedy Lucas. Please be sure to check out all the websites like this website if you're watching it via the website www.lucas94.wings.com/live. Hope you guys enjoy the podcast today. As right now, I'm Kennedy Lucas, logging off.